This is why you never open the attic trunk. Some things are better left untouched, sealed away by time and dust, hidden from curious hands and prying eyes. The attic holds memories, yes, but sometimes it also holds secrets. Secrets that should never see the light of day. Because sometimes, what comes back isn't what you lost. Sometimes, it's something else entirely. Something that remembers you, even if you wish you could forget it. The attic is a threshold, a place where the past and present blur, and not everything that returns is meant to belong. And once you see it, you're never alone again. The feeling of being watched, the sense that something lingers just out of sight, becomes your constant companion. Shadows stretch longer, and every creak in the floorboards makes your heart race. Lily disappeared without a trace. One moment, laughter echoed through the house. The next, silence swallowed everything. Her parents searched every corner, every field, but she was simply gone. The whole town mourned, but hope faded with each passing year. Years passed, but one stormy night she came home. Same blue dress, same white sneakers. She stood on the doorstep, rain pouring down, her hair plastered to her face as if she'd just stepped out for a moment instead of vanishing for years. No dirt, no aging, just Lily. Except for her eyes. They were too old, too knowing, as if she'd seen things no child ever should. Her gaze sent chills through anyone who met it, and her silence was heavier than words. Her parents sobbed and hugged her, but she didn't smile, didn't cry. She stood stiffly in their embrace, unmoved by their tears, as if she was only pretending to be the daughter they lost. She only whispered, "I told you I'd come back." Her voice was soft, almost a hiss, and it sent a shiver down her mother's spine. The words echoed in the silent house, lingering long after she'd spoken them. But how could a 6-year-old know that? The way she spoke, the certainty in her tone was unnatural. It was as if something ancient was speaking through her, something that had waited a long, long time. From my window I watched as they led her inside. The rain had stopped, but the air felt heavy, charged with something I couldn't name. I couldn't look away, even though every instinct screamed at me to close the curtains and pretend I'd seen nothing. A chill ran down my spine when I saw Lily staring from her old bedroom right into my attic. Her eyes locked onto mine, unblinking as if she knew I was watching. I felt exposed as if she could see straight through me. At midnight a knock echoed. Not at my front door but at my attic door. The sound was sharp, deliberate, and it reverberated through the house. I froze, heart pounding as the knocking continued, slow and patient. Upstairs dust blanketed everything, but in the center, fresh, tiny footprints leading to an ancient trunk, carved deep, Lily. The air was icy, and the silence was suffocating, broken only by the echo of my own breath. The police didn't believe me, until the trunk opened. Their skepticism turned to horror as the truth spilled out, undeniable and grotesque. Inside wasn't Lily but a small rotted skeleton in a blue dress. The sight was unbearable, a nightmare made real. The room seemed to close in, the air thick with grief and terror. Her parents screamed, "That's not our daughter." Suddenly, Lily was gone. The house felt emptier than ever, but the sense of dread only grew. Nights later I saw her outside, her limbs all wrong, her shadow moving on its own. She glided across the yard, her movements jerky and unnatural, as if she was a puppet pulled by invisible strings. Her parents confessed. Lily didn't just vanish. She was buried to stop something wearing her face. They'd tried to protect everyone, but the evil had only been waiting, biding its time in the darkness. But now she's free, and she's not alone. Shadows gather around her, whispering, promising that the past is never truly buried. The nightmare has only just begun. If you ever hear footsteps in your attic, or find a tiny footprint on your pillow, what would you do? Would you dare investigate, or would you pray that whatever returned never finds you? Follow for more stories, if you dare. Some doors, once opened, can never be closed again.